Hello. Welcome to the box room. David Bradley here. I'm wearing a hat of the only sports team that I know of right now that cannot disappoint me. Right. So I have finally, and it's working itself in, I brought some lithium grease up here and I have sprayed the chair, so it should hopefully squeak less. I'm hoping. Alright, so what do we have here? Well, we have a monitor, we have a 64, and we're going to investigate, hopefully safely, a 1571. So let's see about cables. So the 1571 was everything that we had hoped the 1541 would be, but wasn't. Where's the power? It should stop spinning. Oh dear. It's not stopping. Maybe we'll turn on the 64. Okay. Oh, it did stop spinning. Look at that. Anyway, the 1541. Where's the disc here? Aha, look at that. The 1541 test demo disc. Now, once I get the 128 up here to test it, I'm sure I can do better. But for the moment, let's just see what up with this. Okay, we have an error. Open 15, 8, close 15. We'll try and encourage it. Alright, Vogue 53280, 0. Anyway, I have found over the years that when trying to wake up a sleeping drive, sometimes it just needs a little help, and that is what the open 15, 8, 15, quote, I0, quote, colon, close 15 does. Let's see if it loads the directory now. Oh, look at that. It's loading. Alright, well, I guess we'll load the performance test. Now, the 1571 is a magical thing. It is. On the 64, it really is no different than a 1541. Okay. It really is not. But when connected to a 128, it's double-sided. It's faster. The 128 and 128 mode will auto boot onto it. Anyway, we'll send off the excuse me, the typical performance test thing. The drive is waking up slowly, but I hear it spinning. Oh, what is this? Unit has failed. Continue. No. Let's try that again. It may just need some waking up, you see. Because now I hear the head moving and clanking away much better. But the drive itself, well, it may... Okay. No. Let's try that again. The drive has been asleep. Alright. Let's reset the disk. but can sometimes make a difference. Nope. Sure, we'll continue. Oh. Now, is it not? Is it just? Is it something with this disc? Nope. Seems to be spinning okay. Interesting. We'll put this back in for a second. Whoa. So it's not going to have any chance at this. Okay, hang on. Let's run again. That does not sound good. Alright, I'm going to try and reset. That does not sound good at all. Right. I'm going to take this disc out. Now, do I believe that there is anything wrong with this disc? No, I don't. So I will go into this magic box and I will pull out another such disc. And I will put it in. And I will try and load the directory, but there will be none. Because it's not formatted. Open 15, comma, 8, comma, 15, comma, quote, N, 0, colon. And it's starting to whine already. 1571, comma, 71, quote. So what I've just entered is how to new the disk, format the disk, start fresh. Open 15, comma, 8, comma, 15, comma, quote, N for new, 0, colon, 1571, comma, 71, which is the ID, quote, colon, close 15. Let's see if anything happens. File opener. Okay, so probably the program had that open. Let's see. Okay, it is flashing. I'll do it again. I'm looking up. Oh, it is flashing. Oh dear. Okay, 1, 0, open. 15, comma, 8, comma, 15, comma, I, 0, quote, colon, close, 15. 20, open. 15, comma, 8, comma, 15, comma, quote. Oh, I could have gone up and done that. I won't do anyway. N0, colon, 1571, comma, 71, quote, colon, close, 15. So basically I have a thing here that's going to try. Well, basically it's going to exercise the drive. And you know what? I'll put in 30, go to 10, and I suppose I will put in 15, x equals x plus, plus 1. And we'll put in a print, quote, move to the top of the screen, semicolon x, so it'll tell us how many times it's done it. And it shows on line 5, we'll put a print, quote, clear the screen, and we'll just send this off to be tortured some. And we'll see if it does anything. Now, there are a number of, okay, that's probably number 2, okay. So there are a number of things that could be going on here. I heard the head move. The head could be dirty. Remember, this drive has been sitting for a very long time. I've heard it move. I hear it trying to do things, like formatting. In other words, it may just be... Oh, no, I think it stopped. Oh, no, it's carrying on. It may just be that it was just a little tight. That is sounding better. Sometimes things just got to be exercised. Now it stopped. That's not enough. Oh, it's still going. I'm suspecting, as I have found with 4040 things, that this drive, certainly I should have a go at the heads and probably grease the rails. It's sounding kind of clunky. Okay, did it actually do it? Okay, it seems to be back in the fold because it is formatting. Now, I guess I need to really let it go on. But see, because this is a 64, there's no quick command for me to do like a catalog or directory or anything. So I'm going to let this go through, and then I'll try and load the directory. But it does seem to be woken from its long sleep. It does seem so. Let's see. I'm going to lean on the chair, back and forth. Still some squeaking, but different sounding. I'll have to look for more places to spray the liquid wrench, white lithium grease. This is the same stuff that Rudy said I should use on the drive rails, just a little wee bit. Alright, is this finished? Okay, I'm going to load the directory. And it did load. And it did format. Okay. So, I'm going to take this disk out. I'm going to put... That didn't take as long as what I thought it might. I'm going to try to put in... There's the 1541 test demo disk in. Alright. And now I will take it out. And now... We'll put the disk in, and it just did nicely. I'll tell the performance test to run. And we'll see. But so far, it does seem to be sounding much better. Much better. So we'll see how it does, and then we will move on. So, I mean, the gist of that is, if you have a drive that hasn't been working or hasn't been plugged in like 30 years, don't just give up on it right away. Give it a little exorcism. Or exercise. Now, it's still clicking. Okay, I thought it had stopped. And what did I do with that to kind of wake it up? Well, I repeatedly asked it to initialize the disk, which in some world, in some computer things, initialize means format, but not in our world. I asked it to initialize it, which meant that the head would bang or it would do its little, not exactly banging. But because this doesn't bang, it does something like banging, like the 1541 and others. And then I asked it to format, and I told it to do it over and over and over and over and over and over again. And certainly that initial disk was making terrible noises. Anyway, so I guess whatever it was that was still stiff and not wanting to cooperate managed to get moving. But it does sound a little on the clunky side. Mind you, back to the beginning of when I said this is the drive that we wish the 1541 was. See, apparently Chuck Peddle was sent home on a Friday and basically told, come back with a disk drive on Monday or you're fired. That's the story I've heard. And thus the 1541 was born. Had they had more time than one weekend and threats and such, I suspect we would have had something more like the 1571 to begin with, and things might have been faster. And you know. But anyway, I do like 1571 in that you can stack a whole bunch, and they stay nice and flat. They're like the 1541s are basically flat, but they're not. Because I don't know if you can see, but they do get a little bit of a lean, and eventually that could be good. Okay. Yeah. A unit has passed. Isn't that lovely? Now, I'm going to take this disc out. I'm going to put this disc that was incredibly noisy and incredibly awful in there, the one that we tried before. And I'm going to run this again and just see. It's not making the screaming noises. Anyway, it does seem that we have successfully woken this disk drive up. And that is a good thing. So, there are always more. Oh. Okay, screaming noises. Oh dear. What? What is wrong with this disc? I don't know. It doesn't seem to be stiff in there. One thing I do notice on this disc, though, and I will try and show you this. It does show signs, if you can see on there, maybe just about there. There are signs that it has been used. Like it has, like the head thing on something was rubbing on the top. Joy. But it doesn't seem that other drives seem to care. So we'll put this other disk that we already formatted back in, and we'll just do a double check to see that this one seems happy. Oh yeah. So right now in front of me I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1541s with a 1571 topper. And the drive looks in pretty fine shape, maybe slight yellowing, nothing. Well, no, yellowing will not be corrected by a magic eraser, but a magic eraser does take off sort of, the little bits of grunge of time. And maybe there's a little, but that's, this too is, maybe it's not quite 40 years old. Maybe. So, of course, the nice thing about the 1571 in terms of allocating the drive number is it has little tiny switches in the back. So you don't have to void the sacred warranty. Just take a tiny little screwdriver, flip the switch. Which is the way, of course, it should be. So we are writing data, and it seems to be going well. I think. Still the odd little weird noise, but remember, I mean, if you've woken up from a sound sleep, are you, like, right ready? Uh-oh, unit is failing, unit is failing. Sure. Unit is failing, continue, yes. Oh my. Well, this is interesting. I will pop the disk for a moment. So we seem to be in an endless cycle of read errors. Oh, dear, 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 dear. And of course I can't do what I would like. And that is check and see, did the disk actually format properly? Oh dear. I see. Oh no. I see a little microphone cover on the ground. It's funny, this chair is so low, it makes it difficult at times to get to the ground. Oh yes, I've knocked off the microphone cover. Oh no. There. So maybe, and actually I'm looking at this, maybe I don't have this quite down. Maybe it's got a little angle to it. No, I guess it looks okay over there. All right, I'm going to stand up again. Ow, 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 ow. Just look over here. So maybe this drive needs a little more exercising. Maybe. Maybe, possibly. We'll see. It does seem it's got a little bit of a strange sound. It may need just a little wee bit of lubrication. I think if I was going to redo, or okay, it seems to be working. Like modify the performance test, I would have it do a whole lot of like fill the disk, fill it, every track, every sector, fill it up. Like there was when I was working on some of the very, 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 very old pets, and I was wondering about RAM troubles. I did do a thing, and it took a while, but it was all right. I made lines that were as long as they could be, that printed something over and over and over, and I just kept on changing the line number, hitting return, changing the line number, and basically filled up the memory until it was full, 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 and so much full that if I did one more line like that, it would say out of memory error, and then I would kind of shorten up the line and just make sure that every single byte was done. Okay, now it has passed. Well, that's encouraging, and it has stopped spinning. Somewhere in this here program, and I did do another one. And I don't remember. Oh yeah, okay. Right track. Go sub 1970. Close 8. You know what I might do here? I've done this before. I just don't remember what exactly I did before. But I think I'm going to put in 1845. JB equals JB plus 1 colon. If JB is less than 100, go to 1740. Oh, I didn't put the B in, or that would be bad. So what I think that will do, I've got a little counter, JB, Jim Butterfield, of course. If JB is less than 100, go to 1740. So I think that is going to force this. I'm going to run this again. It's going to force it to do the head back and forth a lot of times. And that, I think, is some of the best exercise that one of these drives can get. Kind of like the chair here, which it's not, you know what, it's making chair noises. And I will look underneath again, but it's not squeaking so miserably as it was before when I just do a little shifting around. So it is formatting, which is a good thing. By the way, I'm going to hold this thing up here. I have used this. This is a charger. You can do all kinds of things. When I go on movie sets and things, I always take it to I can stay charged. But what I've been using it for now, most recently, is the little microphone things. They need a little bit of a charge. But the nice thing with this is when the thing has determined that the thing is charged, unlike when you plug a charger in and leave it, which is not necessarily good for anything, that the charger will shut off when the things have decided that they have enough juice. So I bet you I could leave this thing here for probably a couple months and never have to recharge it with the amount the microphones take. I would bet. By the way, there's a chance, of course, that when this gets to whatever I just did, that it's going to get an error. Like a file open error or a something error, or I don't know. We'll just see. But we are getting to the moment that we might find that it's either going to do the head thing 100 times or it's going to give me an error message. And I don't know which it will be. I didn't write this program. There's probably other things in there. Maybe, possibly. I would like to think, though, it works. I did this once before. Somewhere on a 1541 test demo disk, I do have a modified version of this program. We are getting there. We are reading data. We are scratching things. I think it's getting to the point. It's getting to the moment of truth. I'm going to look over here. I don't want to see the error message on the screen directly. I want the heads to go back and forth. Back and forth. Now here's where the moment of truth is. Yes. It's doing it. And this, I think, while it may sound like torture, I really think it's one of the best things in order to wake up a drive. And this does sound noisy. So maybe lubrication is necessary. Now I didn't put a counter in to tell me how many times that this has done it, but it certainly is. You know, what it's telling me it's doing, it's writing to the track, reading the track, read track, write track, back and forth it goes. Beautiful. Beautiful. I think I will work on this performance test program and come out with a better version that writes more stuff to the disk. And with this thing, it would give maybe at the beginning, it would give you an option to put how many times you want to torment the heads back and forth. But certainly, sending it from 1 to 35, 1 to 35, 1 to 35, 35 to 1, 1 to 35, 35 to 1, 35 to 1, back and forth. There's no better exercise for this drive. Anyway, when this has done, maybe I shouldn't have put it 100. But oh well, I did. Maybe it should have been something less. I don't know. But I figure if it can live through this, it can live through most anything. I would think. I do look forward to testing out the 128 and running the 1571 test demo programs on this. I'm thinking it's probably similar, but it should go faster. And by then, maybe the drive will be fully woken. I mean, it's one of those things that's either going to make it better or it's going to kill it. I would like to think it's not going to kill it, but I do think definitely some lubrication may be required. Because this thing, if you were running a bulletin board and this was doing stuff in the middle of the night, it might be likely to wake you up. Perhaps 100 was too much, but I am still tempted, and I don't think I'll leave us here recording. But once this is done, that I will maybe put that other disc back in and see if it will work. Or maybe it's a bad disc. Maybe it's one that would be a great candidate for the disc cleaning project. I could stop it and ask it where we're at. And then continue. Hang on. Okay, print JB. If it's not real close, 55. No. I cannot, in good conscience. Like if I put in continue, that's one thing you can do. As long as you really haven't messed with anything, you can break a program and put continue in. But that really, we're about halfway there. So, maybe I will leave this to torment. And I will go and get something else to test. And I will see you again. So thanks for being here. Thanks for coming. And I hope you've learned a little something about waking up a disk drive. And I'm gonna do more modifications to this test demo program, or the performance test thing. I'll come up with a new version, guaranteed to either wake up or leave the disk drive falling to pieces. But no, I'm not gonna. You know what? There's a program. I guess there's more than one you can put in, and it bangs the head ever so gently to play music. I think it was Bicycle built for 2. I'm not going to put that in there because that is only for disk drives that are already in bad shape. But I don't feel bad about this back and forth. So we're going to leave this to do it. I'm going to go look for more things. And of course, I need to tidy up in here. Not going well. Bye for now.